I heard a message from Bryan Singer to Brett Ratner. Fuck you. What's happening, film friends? David the Film Junkie here, bringing you a film review of X-Men Days of Future Past. It's finally here. Yes, all them back together. Patrick Stewart, freaking Ian McKellen. Sorry, I got a little crazy. But what's great about it is the captain, the original captain of the X-Men ship is back, Mr. Bryan Singer. Remember, he directed the first one. He said, hey, guess what, guys? Superheroes can still be in movies. Forget what Joel Schumacher did, motherfucker. And then he directed X2, which was fantastic as well. And then he decided to drop this franchise to tackle Superman. And then he gave the franchise to Brett Ratner. Oh. And then after that, we got Wolverine Origins and freaking First Class, which was by Matthew Vaughn, and he did a fantastic job with that. But now it's like Matthew Vaughn kind of just like, hey, let's bring it back. Let's bring all the mutants back, and then boom, let's see if we could just get this back to where it's everybody. And then of course Bryan Singer says, hey, I'm coming back, and let me show you how it's done. And in X-Men Days of Future Past, we see a really crappy future, almost a post-apocalyptic future, where we got these Sentinels. Basically what's going on is they're going around and eliminating all the mutants that are out there. I mean, just flat out killing them. So the solution is, let's send somebody back in time to a certain period of time where a certain event happens, and we must have that person intervene, and then it'll have a brighter future, and everybody will just be, you know, fucking playing in flowers and eating cotton candy. Yeah. So naturally they send Wolverine back, and everybody kind of bitches like, oh, Wolverine's always the central character. Well, it's fucking Wolverine. What do you expect? And there's a reason why it's Wolverine too. I won't spoil it. I'm not going to spoil anything in this movie. But that's essentially the plot, what's going on. And what did I think of X-Men Days of Future Past? It was fucking awesome. Did I say that really weird? I did, but it was this fantastic movie. Great movie, guys. Man, I mean, what really made this movie so enjoyable was just the story. The story was written exceptionally well. I mean, for a superhero flick and just what was going on with the past and the future and everything like that, it was written extremely well, and every performance was done well. I mean, everybody played their performance perfectly, and it was everybody just chemistry. There was just, you had Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, older versions, and then you had Fassbender and McCovery, or whatever the heck his name is, and they just knocked out the roles. I mean, it was just cool to see how, like, Wolverine, you know, interacts with the older ones and then the younger ones. And what was cool too, I mean, like I said, of course, Wolverine's the central character. He's the one going back in time. What's great about it though is you kind of see a more subtle side of Wolverine, because obviously with his own movies, he's just a ball of fucking, and he goes Wolvie Berserker on everybody. This time he has to be a little more tame. Not saying that you don't see some of that Wolvie Berserk. You see that a little bit, but he has to bring everybody together, which is kind of cool, because let's face it, when the first movie came around, he wanted nothing to do with anybody. And just thank you, Bryan Singer. I mean, he really said, okay, all right, we got to bring this franchise, let's shape it back up and get it back in line here. Okay, done. That's why I said that whole Brett Ratner thing. I mean, nothing against Brett Ratner, but you fucked up. Bryan Singer's back, and he's brought it back online. I mean, I tell you what, I mean, he does a lot of fixing, and I was thinking, how is he gonna fix all the problems that are in the previous movies? And then you go, oh, well, yeah, oh yeah, and good job. Oh yeah, and then of course you see Jennifer Lawrence just blue and naked. That girl's got a booty. And she does a great job too. I mean, obviously, she's blown up. Since the First Class, she's blown up. She's been nominated for 3 Academy Awards, I think it was. Won 2 of them. I mean, this chick is like unstoppable. But the thing is, she's still gonna do this one part, this freaking Mystique, and she just kicked all kinds of ass. The story is great. The story is just great too, that, you know, it takes place in 1973 most of the time. And what's cool about it too is they use like actual historic events and figures in the movie to, you know, to go along with the story, and it worked out so well, especially one in particular that I won't say, and I was like, ha, everybody in the theater laughed about it too, and it was great. Quicksilver. By far, his little scene, because he's not in it as much as you might hope, but his scene where, you know, it's him involving, you know, the Pentagon scene, you already know it from the TV spot. My favorite scene of the whole goddamn movie. It's hilarious. He is a fantastic character. I'm kind of wondering how they're going to do it in the Avengers, because obviously it's got to be a different variant. And then I kept thinking too, like, where's the Flash movie, DC? Where's the the way they shot that scene was just so good, and it's hilarious. I mean, everybody was cracking up through this whole scene. I mean, it's just wow, just wow. Original theme song's back. So the real question is, guys, did I enjoy the movie enough to put it on my new wall of my favorite movies of 2004? Get that son bitch up there. Yes, it is up there. What can I say? It was a pretty damn great movie. I mean, like I said, I thought there was gonna be like maybe a little more action going on. Like I thought maybe just battle scene, boom, and then another battle scene, boom, and then an ultimate battle scene. And it wasn't as much. But the thing is, I found myself so engaged in the story. I saw a late showing. I worked all day, and I had a. And wow, I didn't yawn once. I was just so engaged in the story. So yes, it's a fantastic superhero movie. Wouldn't say it's as good as Captain America 2, but pretty damn close. So let me know if you guys saw it down below in the balls area, and let me know what you thought of it. And also hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to the Film Junkie channel. When I record multiple videos, I almost say Android Spin channel, but subscribe to my channel. You can subscribe to that one too if you like, but mine first. And of course, visit filmjunkie.com for your latest in movie news, film reviews, and trailers. And follow me down there with a lot of crap. Alright guys, I am David, the Film Junkie, and I brought you a film review of X-Men Days of Future Past. Make sure you stay for the post-credit scene. I mean, if you don't, you could probably already guess what it's about if you've been following the news of the X-Men franchise. And yeah, it's kind of cool. That's all I was gonna say. I almost gave away a spoiler. I was like, it involves, and then I said, no, I better not. Turn off the camera.